I'm Sue Elliott.
And I'm Ed Holland. Welcome to this edition of the Olympia Insider, coming to you from the Capitol campus, right across from the legislative building behind us.
We're about 38 days into the session, and I know pretty soon there's going to be some cutoff points. I believe one is the 17th and one is the 21st. And so what should people do to make sure that their bills get out of the committee?
I think it's really important right now that people contact their legislator with the message of taking a vote and moving the bill out of the original committee. Because if they don't, the bills basically die after those cutoff dates.
Right, so it's really important that you contact your legislators about bills that you want out of the committee. You do it either today or tomorrow. It's very important.
In fact, last week we had a hearing on two bills. They're both the same, dealing with shared parenting and out-of-home placement. And here's a brief recap of the hearing for the Senate Human Services and Corrections Committee.
What this bill would do would be to create a program called the Shared Parenting Placement Agreement Program, which is similar to the Voluntary Placement Program, which would be for use when the parent or guardian of a child with a developmental disability is unable to provide necessary care for the child, and the parent or guardian has determined that the child would benefit from placement outside the home. It does require DSHS to provide out-of-home residential services required for the child's health and safety in the least restrictive environment available. And this would be pursuant to a shared parenting agreement, which would be a contract between the parent or guardian and the department allowing shared parental authority.
When the funding for the VPP program was capped, it probably is no surprise to anybody that families still went into crises. And when they got burned out requesting out-of-home placement, the option was to place the son or daughter in a residential rehabilitation center, which happens to be the most expensive venue that we have for providing services. Well, it was interesting that the VPP program was deemed too expensive, but we're still placing people in the most expensive environment. More importantly, though, I think in this bill, we try to focus on placing the son or daughter closer to the family, in the local community, keep the schools involved with the son and or daughter and the family, and I think it makes a better connection between the two.
Parent-child bond is so important, and when you have allowed the state to take the responsibility of caring for your child for right now, first of all, it should only be a short time frame. We hopefully don't just say they go there and stay there forever. It has been that way in the past, but that's not the norm for today. And you want to stay, parents should stay active, like celebrating their children's birthdays, bringing them school supplies, things that a parent would do for their child, and the responsibility more just be the residential care for the child while they need that.
What this bill does, and what I'm so excited about, is the opportunity to continue to keep that parent-child bond in place, to give us a time, if it is a behavioral issue, so that we can work with the families to build up additional skill sets, to teach the families how to provide more positive behavioral support, so that there are things for individuals with autism as well as other disabilities that we can teach family members, so that we can get the family back reunited on a permanent basis and help the child be more successful in the home, as well as help the families be in the home. And the first key to that is keeping the kids within the home community so that the family has access to do that.
I thought the hearing went really well. We didn't receive any really hard questions, which is always a relief in my mind, at least. I thought the three moms that testified put a face on the issue and made it real for the committee members. So I'm hopeful that the bill will pass.
Still hopeful that the bill is going to get passed out of each committee?
I'm hopeful that the bill in the House, which is 1581, House Bill 1581, will get a vote, I hope this week.
Okay.
It may well be amended to take out costs for the future, but even at that, it begins to put the policy in place of shared parenting and hopefully an out-of-home placement focus.
So if people are interested in that bill, the shared parenting bill, you need to contact the House committee and the Senate committee today or tomorrow and encourage them to get that out of the kids.
In fact, I have the Senate and the House bill numbers, just to remind everybody. The House bill is 1581, as I just said, and the Senate bill is 5573.
That's it for this edition of the Olympia Insider.
And join us at Advocacy Day every Wednesday during the legislative session.
And remember, change
Change is made by those who show up.